to Rand Paul website and you see Fire Dr. Fauci.
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the eggs sitting in the tick.
Dr. Fauci, the rat doctor who has destroyed the American way of life and has eroded life as we know it in this country and around the world, one of the most pernicious and malevolent members and agents of extreme federal power, the power to destroy you and the power to destroy your sovereignty over your own body. An evil, malicious little elf, a rat doctor in a lab coat, has announced his resignation, and we know why. Dr. Fauci sent out a pithy note today saying that he is resigning because he wants to focus on other projects. Oh, which projects exactly, Dr. Fauci? Is it the projects to grow and create a new pathogen inside of a lab in China where these Frankenstein-style experiments are not illegal? Dr. Fauci, one of the worst agents of death in human civilization. Dr. Fauci leaving the federal government after 40 years. We hate you. We hate Dr. Fauci. We hate what you've done to this country. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that the government would have the type of power to lock me in my home, destroy my career, destroy life as we know it, wreck the bonds between us and our grandparents, our loved ones, our friends, our children, mask up our kids, and to be able to absolutely evaporate all bodily autonomy. That you believe that your body is your sanctuary, your choice. This is what Dr. Fauci has done. We know why Dr. Fauci is leaving office. Dr. Fauci leaving office is one of the newest and boldest and brightest signs that Republicans will take power in the midterms. Republicans will storm into power in the Senate and in the House. And Dr. Fauci does not want to be investigated. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, seconds ago, Rand Paul sent out a tweet saying that his resignation will not absolve him from being investigated. Rand Paul has been the tip of the spear, the one who has been driving at the heart of where COVID came from, the lies around COVID, the deceptions, and even the CDC now reporting that the way that they handled COVID was egregious and evil, wrong-headed, and desirous of massive restructurings of the beast itself. Dr. Fauci is out on his ass. Rand Paul will hopefully be dropping Dr. Fauci's ass into an orange jumpsuit sometime soon. Rand Paul was on Fox News stating that he will be bringing Dr. Fauci before his senatorial committees and getting answers. Is this the straw that broke the camel's back just a day ago?
It's the same guy. It's the same guy who also was complicit with these doctors who wrote to Lancet, the journal, and said, oh, it's a conspiracy theory to say that this came from the lab. I think this is the biggest cover-up in modern medicine. And when we get to the bottom of it, when we take over the Senate and we take over the House, we will investigate the origins of this because it's serious. There are labs around the world doing experiments on viruses that have 50% mortality, trying to make them more transmissible, to trying to make them aerosolized, trying to make them more infectious. This is a death wish for humanity, and we must do something about it. And Dr. Fauci's at the very origins of this because he funded the research and then he denied it was gain of function. But I had a panel of 3 prominent scientists come to Congress about 3 weeks ago, and they acknowledged that this was gain of function, and it hasn't been honest, that Dr. Fauci has not been honest with the American people about it.
Because he's a criminal.
This isn't the only time that Dr. Fauci has felt the heat. Josh Hawley had this to say as it pertains to the lying that has been going on from Dr. Fauci. The walls indeed are collapsing around him, and even his fellow scientists are beginning to turn on the rat doctor himself. Listen to Josh Hawley getting at the core of the issue. Fauci lying in order to hide his role in the creation of COVID-19.
Let me ask you about some of the things that you have commented on with regard to what NIH and Dr. Fauci have said, and frankly, the lies they've been caught in regarding the coronavirus. I want to highlight two of them. In response to a congressional inquiry from October of 2021, just last year, the NIH attempted to walk back assertions by NIH Director Collins and Fauci that NIH had not funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan. You commented at the time saying, and I'm going to quote you now, NIH, specifically Collins, Fauci, and Tabak, lied to Congress, lied to the press, and lied to the public knowingly, willfully, brazenly. On May the 11th, Dr. Fauci said the NIH and NIAID categorically has not funded gain-of-function research to be conducted in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. You commented on that, saying the documents make it clear that assertions by the NIH director, Francis Collins, and Fauci, that the NIH did not support gain-of-function research are untruthful. So just expand on that, if you would. I mean, what are the implications of Dr. Fauci's continued blatant dishonesty regarding NIH's funding of gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
I stand by my statement. The statements made on repeated occasions to the public, to the press, and to policymakers by the NIAID director, Dr. Fauci, have been untruthful. I do not understand why those statements are being made, because they are demonstrably false.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a painful road ahead for Dr. Fauci, even if he has in his hands the resignation paperwork from the federal government and the private physician for Joe Biden. We will see what happens to him, but we know this, that under specific questioning from Rand Paul just months ago in the Senate, that Dr. Fauci was disabused of any notion that this wouldn't be a brutal road ahead. Dr. Fauci shaking and shivering, reduced to a whining, whimpering, sloppy mess. This is why Dr. Fauci is resigning. Preserve your documents. Dr. Fauci getting destroyed in the Senate by Rand Paul.
I want everyone to understand that if you look at those viruses, and that's judged by qualified virologists and evolutionary biologists, those viruses are molecularly impossible to result in SARS-CoV-2.
Caused the pandemic. We're saying they are gain-of-function viruses because they were animal viruses that became more transmissible in human, and you funded it.
And you
admit the truth.
And you implying...
Senator Paul, your time has expired, and I will allow witnesses who come before this committee to respond.
And you are implying that what we did was responsible for the deaths of individual. I totally resent that. And if anybody is lying here, Senator, it is you.
Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.